If you've seen any of my other videos, you'll know that I don't do unboxings. I find them incredibly boring. I just like to tip the stuff out of the box and get on with the video review. However, there are some people out there that seem to like them, so this video is just for those people. But this one's got a bit of a twist. I'm not going to tell you what I'm unboxing. You've got to try and guess as I go along. I'll give you a few clues. The first one is this box came from eBay from Germany, which is a bit ironic because the very first ones of these came from Germany. In World War II, this technology was developed by the Germans and then imported into the US after the war, and a certain Harry Crosby from Crosby Enterprises invested $50,000 into getting the technology developed so that he could use it himself. This one is from 1979. It still works even though it's over a third of a century old, but a modern day equivalent of this would fit inside your top pocket. Now I'm going to show you a few little bits and pieces on it, and hopefully you'll be able to figure out what it is as I'm going around these. So here's the back first of all. Of course it runs off a mains power supply. It's got a remote control option, wired remote. Here's a switch off the other side, or a knob I should say, see if you can figure out what it is yet. You should be getting this by now. There's a 7-inch and a 10-inch switch there. That should give it away. That's on the back. You've got audio outs. So here it is. Let's flip it around and show you what I've got. It's an Akai GX625 reel-to-reel tape recorder. Now the reason I bought this, I think these things are beautiful, and this one is one of my favourites. I've been searching for one of these for months and I've finally managed to get one. As I say, imported it from Germany. Very hard to get hold of, as you can imagine now. A piece of technology this old in this condition is pretty tricky to find. Now I'll just show you why I got this particular model over the other ones. Well, this is a 10.5-inch reel deck as a maximum. It's got the VU meters with needles on it. It's got sort of logic control buttons with lights behind them. It's got a digital display in the middle here, which is pretty sophisticated for the time. It's got these GX heads, which are very hard to wear out, and therefore it'll still work. And it's got direct drive, so it doesn't have any belts or anything inside it. The reels are up right in the corner as well, which means that they stick out a long way, which is something that I like. It looks quite impressive when you've got it running. So let's plug it in and show you what it looks like. We'll wait till a little bit later on in the evening, so we've got it sort of dim, and there you go. So that is what it looks like when it's up and running. Of course, I'm not going to be playing any audio on this, otherwise I'll get chucked off YouTube for copyright infringement. But you can see the VU meters there bouncing up and down nicely. Nice sort of light behind those there. Next to those, we've got a couple of little sort of buttons here to select the tracks, which have a nice green LED that comes on and off. Here are those logic controls. Now I really like these different coloured lights behind each one that signifies what's going on. You can see it clearly from across the room. This reminds me a lot of those switches they had sort of during the moon launches. You know, you see all the guys sitting at the consoles pressing the illuminated switches for like sort of engage rockets and all that kind of stuff. I really like those. Now the digital display in the middle here is quite useful because you can have it as a normal digital display, or you can have it displaying the time, how long the recording's been playing for. It doesn't work in fast forward and reverse, that unfortunately though. One thing it does do, it enables you to sort of have it programmed so it'll reverse back to 0 again, as it's doing now, and automatically start playing again, and sort of go up to the point where you wanted it to loop from. So you could have some sort of piece of music playing over and over again, driving you crazy. But anyway, that's my quick look at the Akai GX625. I hope you enjoyed this video. Just a little bit of fun really. And as always, of course, thanks for watching.